I'm here with Patrick Liu, producer for Battlefield 3. How's it going?
Good, good. Feels great. People love the game. Well, they seem to love the game, and I'm happy to see that.
Oh, they love the game. We've cycled in roughly 300 people to play the game over the last 2 days, and they can't get enough of it. Battlefield 3 looks, amazing. It's one of the best-looking games ever. What are the key graphics features that distinguish Battlefield 3 from other games?
We developed Frostbite 2 now since Frostbite 1, obviously, and we added a ton of stuff. We basically rewrote a lot of the rendering from scratch. So, added like a different rendering, real-time radiosity on the PC. It produces amazing, indoor lighting. And that's the big landscape. The scale of the maps, we implemented, new streaming technology, so we make bigger maps than we have ever been able to do before.
Yeah, the 64-player multiplayer, right? That's insane. I don't think I've ever played a game that has that type of level of scale for competition. How are you guys using DirectX 11 to enhance the visual quality of the game?
We're doing lots of stuff. I think compute shaders is the first game that does that. That improves the quality and effectiveness of the engine. And then as for the X11 stuff, we're doing displacement mapping, tessellation. Doing great on NVIDIA cards.
We do love tessellation.
I know, tessellation is so sexy.
So Battlefield 3 being a highly competitive game, what are you guys doing to help foster it for esports, or to really make sure that it's going to do well in the competitive esports community?
Firstly, we're working tightly together with all of these esport organizations, trying to come up with cool stuff, cool tournaments, cool prizes. We have this whole server program. We give you a lot of freedom to what you can do with your servers, customize every single weapon, stuff like that. Just helping out with the organization all around this.
That's awesome. I know that one of the demands in our community right now is to really help make sure Battlefield 3 in our area is a great competitive title for esports, something we're really diving into right now, and we're very excited to make sure that Battlefield 3 is a part of that. Can you talk a little bit about some system specs, or kind of what the hardware requirements might be for Battlefield 3? Because I know it's a huge question out in the community. Everybody is really curious what they need to upgrade to for Battlefield. So.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of quality and performance that you like. We haven't gone out with the specs officially just yet, but I will say that, it's definitely time to upgrade your computer. You'll definitely be safe with, dual 580s and SLI, obviously.
Now that's sexy. So with the Battle Blog, you guys have kind of switched to a browser-based interface for game selection. Can you explain a little bit about that and what you think it's going to bring to the game?
So, there are a lot of advantages with that. So firstly, people are so used to that kind of web platform nowadays and the whole social thing. And secondly, it gives us a lot more freedom on what to do with it, to develop it and have it change over time, and looking what the community needs, we can change that on the fly basically. And it makes a great server browser.
That's awesome. One of the things that I think a lot of gamers struggle with is after launch support. So if you guys are planning on using Battlelog and really making sure that it's constantly evolving, I think that's going to be really big for the community, and they're going to thrive off that a lot. So I'm excited to hear about that. Can you talk a little bit about what your plans for 3D or multi-monitor support will be for Battlefield 3?
To be honest, I don't really know exact plans, but I'm pretty sure that we will support both 3D and multi-monitors. We did that with last game, Bad Company 2, and we'll continue doing that.
Very cool. One of our favorite effects in Battlefield 3 is the volumetric smoke and fog. Can you talk about what it took to make that work? Because I know that it is very demanding on hardware to do that.
Yeah, it certainly is very demanding. Our artists they're making an amazing job. Same time, they want to make even better. Actually, we can make it look even better, but we need to optimize it, for performance. But just having lighted particles and particles that cast shadows, stuff like that, it makes a huge difference to the volume and the feeling of the particles.
Yeah, it gives this richness to the environment and this depth of field that you don't see in other games. And you've seen volumetric smoke and fog in some games, but never like this. It's everywhere. You blow off the side of a building and it's everywhere. It's really, really impressive. So what do you think about the tournament behind you? There's 24 people playing your game right now, and I don't think they want to leave.
Yeah, I've been running the server a little bit. I've been watching people playing a lot of matches now. People are getting into this really quickly. They seem to appreciate the game mode. They appreciate the map, the destruction that it brings to them. And as you said, a lot of the matches have been very, very close. So excited to see people just play the game and see what kind of stuff they come up with that we haven't anticipated.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to find a way to worm in here and play some Battlefield 3 eventually. Thank you so much for your time, Patrick. It's been incredible.
Thank you. Thank you very much.